What's happening, YouTube? Coming at you guys today with a very special first time video. Today we are going to be doing a box opening of Alliance Insight. This is a really special gift for my wife. We did our 5th anniversary gift swap the other day, and this is what she got me. She got me a box of Alliance Insight. A lot of cool stuff in here that I'm looking forward to opening. I know that there's a lot of Dragon Ruler stuff in here. The new Regenesis archetype seems pretty cool too, so I'm excited to check that out. And some of the other miscellaneous stuff is kind of nice. I'm actually surprised that it has the new Ignister support on the front, because I was looking through and there's only like 3 new monsters, I think. I think there's a couple new links, but this set really seems like it's very varied in the contents of it. It's a ton of support for old archetypes, new archetypes, just really kind of like scattered throughout the set in small numbers. So I'm excited to see what I pull. I think the only thing that I don't really want from this is the Argo Star stuff. I pulled a lot of that from Supreme Darkness, just the miscellaneous packs that I was getting. Not really looking to get any of that. It just doesn't interest me. You know, I do like some of like the sports archetypes that Konami's done in the past. I really liked the Cupid monsters that are based around different sports. I really liked the UA cards. I thought that those were pretty cool, the UA Playmaker, stuff like that. Cold Pride I thought was awesome, but yeah, not a big fan of Arcstar. So hopefully we can get some Regenesis stuff, some Dragon Ruler stuff. I think those are the 2 that are at the top of my list. But yeah, this has been kind of marinating since Friday. I obviously haven't opened it yet. I did take the plastic off and then stopped immediately before I got into the packs, thinking, whoa, wait a minute, I gotta open this on stream, or for a video. And yeah, we've just been really busy this weekend. We've had family visiting from Mexico, so I didn't really get a chance to crack this open. So hopefully from sitting for a few days, that's upped the luck chance on it. My personal philosophy when it comes to opening boxes, or even just opening packs in general, is that if you want to get good stuff, if you want to get what you're looking for, I think in some ways it comes down to removing all desire for those things. Because some of the best packs that I've ever opened, some of the luckiest packs I've ever opened, are packs that I went into with no expectations, you know, no interest, no like, oh my god, please give me that card. And sure enough, cool stuff pops up. I find that when I'm like really gunning for something, like I know for the, oh, what was the set with Transcendosaurus? Wild Survivors. I really wanted to ground Xeno. I did see that it was really hard to pull. Like I saw some people online talking about that they opened like, I think like 6 cases before they pulled a single ground Xeno, which is disgusting because that was like the only rare card of that archetype. And it was an ultra too. I don't, maybe it was a secret, but I'm pretty sure it was an ultra. Even if it's a secret, 6 cases to pull a secret, that's nuts. But yeah, I opened a lot of packs of Wild Survivors. I got a collector's rare Soul Eating Oviraptor before I got, well, and I still don't have the ground Xeno. So, yeah, hopefully by me just letting this sit for a few days, resisting the temptation to open it, that has increased the potential of getting some really good pulls. But without further ado, let's check it out and see what happens. Okay, so I've tried a few different other methods before for kind of like showcasing pack openings. I haven't uploaded any of those videos because, well, for starters, I only found out recently that I had been removed from that 15-minute time limit for YouTube videos, and all the opening videos took a lot longer. So I I didn't think I could cut them down to a reasonable length without a lot of work, and you know, so I didn't upload them. But looking back on them, a lot of stuff was really blurry. I kind of have like a very makeshift setup here to try and do like a decent pack opening for you guys so you can see the stuff I get. I'm going to do my best here. It's a little bit of a wonky setup, but we're going to see what we can do. So here we go. Without further ado, let's crack open the first pack here. Oh, almost feels wrong to open this after letting it sit for 3 days now and not open anything. Okay, we've got Ryziel Mass Driver, Wicked Serpent Knight Dragon, Materiactor Melt Through, Eternal Sunshine, Flash of Heraldry is our super rare. And Regulus the Fairy Beast. White Reanimator. Migratory Zeriort. I think I need to make a new category for the water winged beasts, because that's like its own archetype. And Ryugi End. Also, I will read the commons as I pull them, but I'm probably only going to read them for the first time that they show up. Otherwise, I'm going to be sitting here all day with me just reading off commons that, you know, have already been seen. Alright, so we've got Mitsurugi Sacred Boundary. Mitsurugi no Miko Wosu. Side Kick. Tiki Piece. Evil Twin Kiss Kill Deal is the super in here. Another White Reanimator. Spore the Fairy Seed. Ooh, a Prima Materiactor. Awesome. Love the Materiactors. And Kurinku at Ignister. Wonder what that means. I'm sure it means something. There's always like some sort of wordplay to the ad Ignisters, I think. Alright, here we go. Pack number 3. Alright. Looks like some Dragon Ruler support. Here there be dragons. Evil Hero Vicious Claws. Fish and Bids. Crimson Firewing Pegasus. Regenesis Code. Okay, that's a Regenesis card. Awesome. Giant Crackhorn. Very funny card. Code Igniter. Let's Go Together. Another Migratory Zero. Alright, so we got some supers so far. Supers pulled. The Heraldry cards have been more interesting to me lately. I was never like particularly interested in them in the past. I've been seeing a lot of their cards when I've been flipping through bulk at different card shops. I did find a number 69 recently that I bought because I had never seen it pop up before. Oh, okay. Alright, there's something really shiny in this one. Let's see what's going on here. Legendary Lord 6 Samurai Kizan. Heraldic Beast Stad Whale. Mitsurugi no Miko Wosu. Fila Diabel. We're going to make that shiny one the last one here. Oop. Bomber Place. 7-star slash Army Annihilation Hagen. Looks like that's going to be Regenesis support because it's involving level 7 monsters. Number 69 Heraldry Crest Shatterstream. Brain Controller. Fila Diabel. Wow. That's... I thought they were done with QCRs. That's a Platinum Rare Allied Code Talker at Ignister. That's a sweet pull. Okay, that's going to go in its own pile right here. Wow, that's pretty damn cool. Okay. I don't know if that's the best thing we could have pulled from this box, but it's probably definitely got to be up there. Alright, let's see what's next. Another Stad Whale, another Kizan, another Eternal Sunshine, Fila Diabel. Oh wow! Ultra Rare Eclipse Dragon Ruler, the Catastrophes. Nice, we'll put that in the super good pull pile. Dogorad the Stone Trooper, White Reanimator, Dawn Angel Combi, and Dippity. Interesting card, Dippity. It's a normal monster with 0/0, level 4, and it's a light fiend. Wonder if that's related to Fiendsmith somehow. Those are usually like the light fiends. And it's about like trapping fiends and stuff, and Dippity looks like a trapped fiend. The card text for it says, a cute little thing who lives in a glass bottle and is said to bring good luck to the one who makes a contract with it. The lid must never be opened no matter what happens. Interesting. Wonder if they'll ever continue releasing support for that. Okay. Hrimnir, the Divine Follower, and their sidekick. Chaotic Elements. Sinful Spoils Sanctification. Wow, Snake Eyes Vengeance Dragon, ultra rare. Sorry, I know it's a little bit cut off. I'm gonna move this forward a little bit and I think that might help with me placing stuff in the right spot. Again, I have a really wonky setup here, so it's... I'm trying to look at the pack. I'm not looking at like the video on screen too much. But I apologize. I'm going to try and fix that going forward. Here, so we got Code Igniter, Epischool, that's new, Kurikuriku, Adignister, and Mitsurugi Tempest. Okay. Ooh, hopefully we're not getting all the good stuff out of the way first. It's nice when it's kind of scattered a bit. Sometimes I have opened boxes, though, where it's like, we're down to the last 3 packs, and I'm like, where's the secret? Where's the ultra? Alright, cool. Regenesis Warrior, card I'm looking for. Awesome. Love the Regenesis cards. Sidekick again. Another Materiaker Melt Through. Sinful Spoil Sanctification. Okay. Ancient Fairy Life Dragon. Cool. Kurikuri Niku Adignister. Vingolf's Blessing. This is one of the like free agent TCG exclusives. Another number 69 Heralded Crest Shatter Stream. And a Regenesis Birth. Alright. The Ancient Fairy Dragon stuff, I think, is cool. It's cool to see Ancient Fairy Dragon get some love and get an upgrade. I will say, though, I wish they had varied the effects a bit more. I think they were trying to like make Ancient Fairy Dragon good, so they gave it a lot of standard stuff, with a few unique effects in there, but I don't know. Fish and Bids, NT 8000 Sirius, Steamed Sabersaurus, Curse of Diabel, ooh, Firewall Saber Dragon, okay. Dograd the Stone Trooper, Let's Go Together, Dragon's Mind, and Mitsurugi Mirror. Alright, here we go. Yeah, I will say though, it's a nice feeling when you've pulled good stuff and you've still got a lot of packs to go. Because it's just like, damn, what else could be in here? Okay, another Steamed Sabersaurus, Tensei Ryuge Anva, Mitsurugi no Miko Wosu, Curse of Diabel, and there's Argostars. Argostars Giant Slaying. Jeez, I'm going to be able to build an Argostars deck by the time I'm done with like this era of Yu-Gi-Oh! Epischool, Dragon's Mind, Kuriban the Fairy Spirit is new, and Mitsurugi Mirror. Commons get less exciting as you go, because you're basically guaranteed to pull 3 of every common, if not close to it, you know? I mean, in most instances, you're going to have basically all of the commons from the set by the time you're done. I wish they would do something about that, but they want people to buy packs, so they're not going to give you all the supers and ultras. This is a first, Crimson Firewing Pegasus, love that retrain. Mitsurugi Sacred Boundary, whoops. Ryzeal Mass Driver, Evil Hero Vicious Claws, there's our super, we got Diabel's the White Witch, Regulus the Fairy Beast, Dawn Angel Combi, Vingolf's Blessing, and Kuriban the Fairy Spirit. Here we go, let's keep on trucking along, let's see what's next. Okay. Another Wicked Serpent Night Dragon. Another Ryzeal Mass Driver. Oh my god, I keep doing that. NT 8000 Sirius. Chaotic Elements. Sakura Vendorage. I was excited about this card. It's an interesting Psychic X-Seed. It's pretty cool. Ryugi End. Cyber Jormungandr. Mitsurugi Tempest. And Regulus the Fairy Beast. I did notice that I think a lot of the really good Regenesis stuff and Dragon Ruler stuff, they're like ultras and secrets, so who knows, we might not see too much more of those today. We got Tensei Ryuge Anva. Ooh, there we go, a Regenesis Dragon, that's a first. Another Here There Be Dragons. Moisa White. Ooh, Toxic Boxfish. This I think is a card for Goatee, which is kind of cool to see them getting more fish synchros. Spore the Fairy Seed, another Giant Crackhorn, another Premium Reactor, awesome, and Cyber Jormungandr. Yeah, they haven't done any like official Goatee synchros in a while, which also kind of bums me out because I think there's only like 4. But they've been doing a lot of like fish synchros that obviously would play into Goatee. They do match up with the archetype, so I think that's kind of what they've been doing to give them continued support. Hrimnir, the Divine Follower, Moisa White, Mitsurugi Sacred Boundary, Another Regenesis Dragon. Ooh, Ame no Habakiri no Mitsurugi. Bomber Place. 7-star / Army Annihilation Hagen. We had one of those earlier. First Brain Controller. And Spore the Fairy Seed. Nice. There we go. Sorry, temporary lost sound. I need a new cord for my mic. I hope that hasn't happened at other points in this video, because there's no going back. Once the packs are opened, that's what it is. Curse of Diabel. Here There Be Dragons. Heraldic Beast Stadwale. Evil Hero Vicious Claws. World of Spirits, that's a new one. Code Igniter. Mitsurugi Mirror. Giant Crackhorn. Rugi End. Yeah, let's do this side. We haven't grabbed one from this side in a while. It's like the dilemma of left Twix, right Twix. Like there's no noticeable difference between each side of the packs that they're on, but at the same time you're sitting there, you're like, oh my god, which one do I pick? Alright, Regenesis Warrior, Tiki Peace, Heraldic Beast Stadwale, Sinful Spoil Sanctification. I don't know if I pulled one of those. Ooh, Heraldic Beast Griffin. Another Dippity, Regenesis Birth, Code Igniter, and Bomber Place. Right. Grabbing from the same side here. Fish and Bids, NT8000 Sirius, Philadiabel, Hrimnir the Divine Follower. Oh, Mitsurugi Magatama, that is a new super. Regulus the Fairy Beast, third Prima Materiactor, Apis School, let's go together. I'm really sad that they stopped with continuing Materiactor support. I don't know if maybe they're gonna like pass it back to the TCG, since it's an archetype that originally started in the TCG, and maybe they're gonna let the TCG do like the wind and earth monsters for it, or maybe they're gonna wait another like 4 years before giving us the rest. That would really be a bummer. I'd like to eventually see an X-Seed for all the different attributes. I don't know if they'll ever officially do that, but that would be really cool. And I actually didn't hate the pendulum direction that they took with the light Materiactor, the Prima Materiactor. I thought that was actually pretty cool. I'd like to maybe see them do more of that, because you do need level 3 normal monsters for the deck to function. I think it would be really nice if those normal monsters could just come from the archetype and you didn't have to really include anything out of archetype to make it work. Alright, so next pack we've got Tiki Peace, Fish and Bids, Regenesis Warrior, Sinful Spoil Sanctification. Oh wow, that's an Ultra Witch of the White Forest field spell. Well, let's put that in the Ultra pile over here. We've got a Dippity, Dawn Angel Combi, Brain Controller, Dograd the Stone Trooper. Here we go. We're gonna bring that left side down to the bottom. Let's see. Another Crimson Firewing Pegasus, Wicked Serpent Night Dragon, Legendary Lord 6 Samurai Kizan, Materiactor Melt Through, Mitsurugi no Mikoto Aramasa, Spore the Fairy Seed, Kuri Kuri Niku at Ignister, Mitsurugi Tempest, and Apis School. Here we go, 2 more on this side. Getting down to the bottom here. Alright, Mitsurugi no Miko Wosu, Mitsurugi Sacred Boundary, Eternal Sunshine, NT8000 Sirius, Poplar of the White Forest, 7-star / Army Annihilation Hagen, Migratory Zeriort, Regenesis Birth, and Bomber Place. I think one thing that I've noticed too is, knock on wood, I haven't pulled any duplicate supers. That happened to me a lot with the last core set box that I got, if you can believe it, was Phantom Nightmare. Yeah, Phantom Nightmare. I did get a box last July of Battles of Legend Terminal Revenge. In my heart of hearts, I was praying for the Dragon Master Magia, which obviously didn't happen. Pulling that card from that box would have been insane. And again, an instance where the wanting of greed betrayed me, and I didn't get it. But yeah, those are the last two boxes that I've gotten. And in Phantom Nightmare, I pulled a lot of duplicate supers, and if I recall right, a lot of them I was like kind of At the time, I thought that the Ashen card looked really cool, and I wanted some of those. And I don't think I pulled a single Ashen card, even though a lot of them were supers. Like I think the main deck monsters, a lot of them were supers. At the time, I didn't know they were as bad as they are, and I just like the art. You know, you guys know me. A lot of times when I'm collecting these cards, it's either just because I think they're cool. It's not really about meta relevance. We got Regenesis Dragon, Steam Sabersaurus, Tensi Ryuge Anva, Hermnir, the Divine Follower. Oh wow, so a super Allied Code Talker at Ignister. Oh no, that's a secret. Wow, okay, so here I am talking about duplicates. We've got a secret Allied Code Talker at Ignister, a Prima Materiactor, White Reanimator, Heraldry Crest Shatterstream, Cyber Jormungandr. That I am a little bit bummed about, that I pulled this secret after getting that like platinum rare for the Allied Code Talker at Ignister. Just because, like I said, like a lot of the Regenesis and a lot of the Dragon Ruler stuff are like secrets. I'm pretty sure. So it would have been cool if I could have pulled more of those. Getting the Dark Exceed for the Dragon Rulers was pretty cool, though, I have to say. We got Moisa White, Tiki Piece, Chaotic Elements, Ryzeal Mass Driver. Oh, an Ultra Live Twin Lila Suite. I do like the Live Twins. That's pretty cool. Giant Crackhorn, Ryugi End, Materiactor Zero, Revon the Fairy Spirit. Alright, we're down to our last three. Something tells me that we're probably maxed out on Ultras and Secrets at this point. I want to hold out hope, because like I said, I'd love more Regenesis stuff, but that's just kind of how I'm feeling about it. Vicious Claws, Regenesis Dragon, Keyzon, Serpent Knight Dragon. Ooh, finally, Eldlixir of the Glorious Golden Land. I definitely wanted this card. I'm a big Eldritch fan. Awesome. Mitsurugi Mirror, Brain Controller, Army Annihilation Hagen, and Dragon's Mind. Yeah, I love Eldritch. I would love to make an Eldritch costume and dual disc, but oh man, that would be quite the undertaking, and I don't think that I have that in me right now. I've been working really hard on an Amazoness dual disc and a Warrock dual disc and costumes for them, and those I don't feel are that complicated. Like, those are definitely in my range of like what I can do as a cosplayer, and that is still taking the life out of me. Cosplaying, making cosplays is a full-time job. Alright, Curse of Diabel, Materiactor Meltthrough, Steam Sabersaurus, Crimson Firewing Pegasus, Red Eyes Metal Claws Dragon is our super, Vingolf's Blessing, Dippity, Dawn Angel Combi, and Dogrod the Stone Sweeper. The final pack. Here we go. Let's see what's up. Like I said, 99% sure that we're maxed out on Secrets and Ultras, but only this pack will tell. Here There Be Dragons, Eternal Sunshine, Regenesis Warrior, Tensi Ryuge Anva. I think it's the next one, so looks like it's an effect monster. Regenesis Birth, Cyber Jormungandr, Mitsurugi Tempest, Shatter Stream. There's the Tensi Ryuge Anva again, and oh wow! There was a secret left in the last pack. Dark Magician Girl, the Magician's Apprentice. That's a good pull. I think this is a card that a lot of people have been hyped about. If only because she is super cute in this. Sad about the censorship. I've been seeing a lot of people get the uncensored version online. But that is certainly not a bad card to end on. So that is pretty darn cool. Okay guys, so quick review here. Let's go over the hits from the box. Starting with, we had the Live Twin Lila Suite. We had the Witch of the White Forest. Snake Eyes Vengeance Dragon. Eclipse Dragon Ruler of Catastrophes. We had an Allied Code Talker at Ignister. Dark Magician Girl, the Magician's Apprentice. And I realized there is a 25th century stamp on it. The QCR Allied Code Talker at Ignister. Oof, so shiny. Okay. So basically, I think the only ones that really have any value, we're looking on TCG Player over here. First and foremost, can't ignore this. The Allied Code Talker at Ignister QCR right now is going for $98, which is nuts. Basically pulled the third most expensive card in the set, behind the Dark Magician Girl, the Magician's Apprentice QCR, and the Malice P March Hare QCR. So that is, I think, like, it's just about as good as you could ask for from a box. That's insane. It's even more expensive, apparently, than the Dragon Master Lords QCR. So I'm thinking that the Allied Code Talker at Ignister's got to be QCR's got to be a pretty rare card. No other QCRs, so we're going to scroll right past those. But here we go. Where's the next one? Okay, so now we're into secret rares. Some more QCRs that are pretty expensive. Yeah, and as you can see, like, a lot of the Dragon Ruler stuff and a lot of the Regenesis stuff coming in much more expensive, or higher rarity, as I said earlier. Next up, we have the Dark Magician Girl, the Magician's Apprentice secret rare, selling for about $12 right now. Underneath that, we've got Witch of the White Forest. That's about an $8 card at the moment. And then the rest of the stuff, like Allied Code Talker at Ignister secret rare, only going for about $5. Not too bad. And I think nothing else really has a whole lot of value. We've got the Snake Eyes Vengeance Dragon, going for $1.35. The Eclipse Dragon Ruler of Catastrophes going for about $1. And then up here, Live Twin Lila Suite going for about $4. I'm so torn on selling the Allied Code Talker at Ignister. That is only the third QCR that I've legitimately pulled, I'm pretty sure. I got a Centurion Legacia from a box. I got a Mimighoul Throne from a 4-box pack of Rage of the Abyss. And I think all the other QCRs I've gotten have been like from the tins, from the like special anniversary releases, and from the quarter century, like the rarity collections, which it's much easier to get the QCRs from those, so it's not like I feel as special as pulling it from like legit packs or sets, because it's much harder, I think, to get them from the sets, from the boxes. This is really special, though. I swear to God, my wife has the best luck when she's picking out packs and when she's like gifting me stuff. I'm not going to buy anything for myself ever again. I'm just going to have her buy it all for me, because she always literally, like, I pull the best stuff from it. So, yeah, I'm not sure what I'm going to do with that Allied Code Talker at Ignister. I do really like the at Ignister archetype. I wasn't a huge fan on Vrains. I'm actually going to be putting out a video within like the next week, kind of talking a little bit more about the Yu-Gi-Oh series, and maybe I'll share a little bit of my thoughts on Vrains. But it was just kind of like really boring for the first chunk of the series. Season 3 I thought was pretty good, though. I liked seeing I come back with his at Ignister monsters, and I thought they were really cool. The symbolism behind them was awesome. So TBD, to be determined, on the Allied Code Talker at Ignister QCR. But I think I will probably sell my Dark Magician Girl, The Magician's Apprentice. I'm just not really invested in the Shining Sarcophagus series at the moment. I'm sure there will be reprints eventually. And same with Witch of the White Forest. I'm not really big on the White Forest cards. The way I feel about cards like this is like I can sell these and use that money to turn into more cards to complete the game itself. These surely will be reprinted at some point in the future. I don't have an immediate need for them, so I might as well kind of like cash in while I can before the price drops. I made that mistake with Bonfire. I didn't know they were going to re-release it in Rarity Collection 2 or 3, I think it was. And it went from like an $80 ultra rare to a like $5 ultra rare. So not making that mistake again. You know, Yu-Gi-Oh! Stonks are a thing. Card prices kind of fluctuate. I'm sure even, you know, Alliance Insight's only been out for, I think maybe like a week now. So who knows? These prices might continue to fluctuate a little bit. So I think it's probably going to be better for me to offload what I can now. But thank you guys so much for being a part of my first ever box opening. It was a really exciting box opening. Some really good pulls from there. I'm pretty happy with the stuff I got. It's pretty awesome. I'm going to see about maybe doing stuff like this in the future. We'll see. I'm not super pumped for the next set that's coming out. What is it called again? I don't, Duelist Advance, I think. I didn't see a whole lot of stuff in there that really had me excited. I'm not a fan of Utopia. I'm not a fan of Yuma's onomatopoeia monsters. I always thought the names were so stupid. I know they were trying to appeal to a younger audience, but Dododo Warrior, Gaga Magician, Gila Gila Lancer, like, it's just very, it's a little too silly for me. I don't even dislike childish stuff. I like the toy series of cards, like the small archetype they have for the toy monsters, but I don't know. That stuff just never really appealed to me. But we'll see. I'll check out the set list. We'll see if maybe I just do it for funsies. I'm sure there'll be some sets in between. But if you guys like this content, please like and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.